Article 21, Town Manager Plan. Do you favor the continuation of the Town Manager Plan as now in force in this town, submitted by citizens petition? This article has no tax impact, and therefore the Town Council nor the Budget Committee will make a recommendation. May I please have a motion from the Council to open it for discussion?
So moved.
Second.
This article is now open for discussion. The petitioner care to comment on this one? Do we have a petitioner? Seeing no petitioner, we have no presentation. Ms. Carrier, is there anything we need to know about this one?
So this one will not have any legal effect. Judging by the way that it's drafted, I don't believe it's intended to have any legal effect. It appears to be intended to be advisory, and that's what it will be.
And as written, it would be advisory.
Yes.
It's a yes, no, do you favor, do you not favor? So we have no need for an amendment?
That's right.
Okay. Sir.
Richard Belinsky, 89 Hall Road. This is not my amendment, but somebody has sent me something they want me to read into the record on this, so I'm going to do it as a citizen. Any amendment to this article is a violation of state statute and changes the intent, which spells out in statute RSA 37:15, which spells out specific language to invoke the town manager form of government. State statute has specific language, and it will to be included on the ballot, and any changes to this is a violation of the intent and state statute and illegal. Also been told if we try to make it advisory, the process is spelled out in the state statute, and this is not a charter change, but a change to the town manager plan.
I didn't get it.
If the town allows an illegal amendment, it will result in a lawsuit. RSA 37:15 is controlling. Just to have it on record.
Thank you. Ms. Miles.
Tara Miles, 11 Lancaster Drive. Thank you for allowing me to share my comments. I'm concerned by this citizen petition. The town manager is under the management of our elected town council. The town manager is hired and fired by our elected town council. Although I may not share the same views of some of our councilors, they're all good men. And from what I've seen as a citizen, what's best for Londonderry is at the center of how they operate and the decisions they make. With this in mind, the citizens petition has no purpose on this ballot. It's a petty attempt to shame a town employee in the most public way possible. And it perverts the diplomatic process that helps govern our town. Nothing comes of it. There is no outcome of a yes or a no vote. It is simply petty. With this in mind, in the spirit of Mr. Malagudi's earlier statements, and as I know how our council already operates as such, I'd like to propose the following amendment to language. I propose changing the language of this advisory warrant article to state, should the elected officials and employees of the town of Londonderry put what is best for the citizens of Londonderry at the center of every decision and action.
We have a proposed amendment. Do we have a second?
I can't remember what.
Okay, we have a second.
But we have a process and a procedure. We're going to need a few minutes here.
Not about proceedings, not about Get a little loop, you guys.
Ms. Miles, we're reviewing your amendment. It's going to take a few minutes. My suggestion is we move ahead to Article 22 and try to deal with that one and then come back to 21.
Hold on. Give me a
So
second.
21 is on hold for now. Now we're back to Article 21.
So the language is prescribed by statute, which means it cannot be amended. written just because the language is prescribed by the statute.
Okay, so by process, do we need to present the amendment with figures?
I think we say we can't accept the amendment.
Okay.
Bill Paul says that you can't. There's case law, they're saying you can't amend where the language is prescribed by statute and is.
Did you see that?
I'm happy to say that.
Okay. We're back to Article 21, which is to change, are we in favor of the town manager plan? And our legal counsel has reviewed the proposed amendment, which reads, I propose changing the language of this advisory warrant article to state, quote, should the elected officials and employees of the town of Londonderry put what is best for the citizens of Londonderry at the center of every decision and action, question mark, close quotes. I'll ask Ms. Carrier to please address this.
Yes, so it is correct that the language of this particular warrant article is prescribed by statute. It is prescribed by RSA 3715. The law says that when the language of a warrant article is prescribed by statute, it cannot be amended. So I don't think that the town can lawfully adopt any amendment to this article.
Okay. Thank you for the opinion and taking
Mr.
the time
Moderator,
to...
can we get some clarification on this question? What, by town manager plan, do they mean our current form of government? Could you advise us on that a little bit?
I'm reading what you're reading. This is what was submitted by the citizen.
Mr. Moderator, can you ask the petitioner to come and explain the intent of this article?
I don't believe the petitioner is here.
So the petitioner put this in, and they're not here to explain it. And they didn't come to the council meeting to explain it either.
So what we have is the article as written, which will move to the ballot as written, because we're unable to amend it. So Article 22, I'm sorry, let me put my glasses on.
21.
Article 21, thank you, will move to the ballot as written. Thank you, please. Second, we have a motion and a second to restrict reconsideration. Those in favor? Reconsideration is restricted.